Hello everyone, this is Michael217. Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. We are back in the entrance of the Forsaken Fortress. Even though the last episode we ended up at the, we ended the last episode off at the midway part of this dungeon. I'm back here at the entrance because something I actually forgot to get here. This chest happens to have the dungeon map in it. I mean, it's not really necessary for me to pick this up because, you know, I don't find the maps useful in the 3D Zeldas, as I've mentioned before. But, you know, I mean, it's right there, so I might as well get it. So now with that done, we can pretty much go back to where we left off last time, which is in the middle of the dungeon, so let's just go through this pot. Again, I really do prefer this, this method of transportation throughout the dungeon, as opposed to the method that Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess use, where you like create a warp point. I don't know, it's just, I started this really, I can't really explain why, because now that I think about it, the warp point is a little bit better because you can do it anywhere in the dungeon. But yeah, why the hell did I even say that? Why the hell did I just say that I like the pot method of transportation better, where creating a warp point anywhere in the dungeon is better? Whatever. I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's a great start to the commentary here. Here, I don't know why I didn't see this earlier. You just have to take this Deku Nut over here and throw it at that flower, and voila, that's where you need to move on. I guess I just didn't see the Deku Nut when I was there last time. Okay, so this room we're going to be introduced to one of the most annoying enemies in the game that we're going to be seeing a lot. I forgot what they're called though, sorry about that. But these guys are just kind of clinging on to you, and the more that attach to you, the slower you'll move. They'll eventually like slow you down. Like I'll show you right here. You can see I'm walking as if I was wearing iron boots or something. So you just have to do a spin attack to get rid of them, and they die right then. But there always seem to be like a couple of stragglers that come out of that, like the one on me right now. And that's just 10 rupees. Yeah, so these guys are all over the place, especially in this dungeon, and they're pretty goddamn annoying. I hate them. So across here, we're going to be introduced to a pretty big room. But it's not really an important room in the dungeon, but it takes a while to get through, just because it's kind of annoying. This is one of those rooms where these brambles will pop up, and this is kind of like in the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time, where like you had that one maze type of room, and where the walls of flame would pop up if you got too close to where they are. It's pretty much the same thing as that. Now you'll be using these bomb flowers to break down these wooden walls here. This chest is actually the compass, so right away, like boom boom, we got the map and compass in this video. I do find the compass useful in the 3D games, just because it shows you where chests are on your corner map. As you can see on our corner map, now we can see a chest, which is what we want to get to in this room. And that is right behind that wooden wall over there. We do need to throw a bomb over there. Do not forget to do this, because yeah, you can't get through that. I mean, this can be kind of tricky to do because, you know, those brambles pop up. They could hit you like they did on me right there. And you guys want to make sure you actually blew up the wall. And I did, okay. So now we can just make a way over to there. And as typical with these types of rooms, they're gonna try to make you go like the longest path possible to get to where you want to go. This pile of leaves gives you a bunch of green rupees, so pick those up if you want. Ow, damn it! I literally just did this like a few seconds ago. Wait, is that? Oh, I guess you can kind of attack those like it, but it didn't do anything to try to attack them. See if I can get some parts from the... Oh, I can't... Okay. You see, I was playing around in the grass when I was kind of screwing around earlier in this dungeon, and just kind of, you know, practicing for it. And I really have noticed that cutting down the grass very rarely leads you to heart refills. If you're gonna get any kind of refills from cutting down grass like this, it's more likely you're just gonna get like green rupees. So you're not. So if you're desperate for health and you really want to find some hearts, now you're probably gonna be wasting your time by cutting down a bunch of grass. So yeah. You can usually find them in pots. I'm actually gonna... Actually, I don't need hearts anymore. Screw that. One of those 3 pots over there have heart refills in them. But you can just use your Deku Leaf to fly back over to the entrance, which is nice of them to do. You don't have to go back through the maze again. Fortunately, these guys respawn. They always seem to come out of the grass. I think they actually cut the grass for you a little bit, too. And yeah, these green choo-choos come back here. But I don't even remember if they were there when you first came in this room. Okay, so now that we have a key, we can go through that door over there. So yeah, forget everything that I said about this dungeon being linear. It totally is not a linear dungeon. Let's see here. I don't even know what else I was gonna say about this being a linear dungeon. I don't even know why I thought that. Because, I mean, well, really, the only room that you do revisit a lot is that middle room with the flower in it, but that's it. Otherwise, you're just kind of going back and forth, grabbing something and then, oh crap, what happens when you fall on this? I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty much just a bunch of going back and forth in this dungeon. That's what it seems like so far. Stupid P-hats. I can't really kill them well, this one anyway, in this room, because the only way to actually demobilize them is to use your Deku Leaf, and even then it doesn't kill them, because you can see that one's still down there, and he's regenerated right now, so you have to just get rid of them. So let's get the hell out of this room. I don't like it right now. Oh man, I thought I was gonna miss that jump. Okay. So let's see where we are now. I think we're gonna have a few more. I guess no more brambles here. See, I always get paranoid in this dungeon about the bramble things popping up out of nowhere. Here, I just think you just want to move up. Don't even worry about the Deku Bob, it's just kind of there to get in your way. Just gotta move up a couple levels with these launching flowers. Just ignore the P-hats and crap that are around here. And we can't do anything about that door, but there is a door over here that we can easily get into. No restrictions. And you know what that means. We have a mini-boss. And it's Mothula from A Link to the Past. At least that's what I always think of. I wonder, are these things called Mothulas, actually? I'm not quite sure. But this guy isn't nearly as a pain in the ass as Mothula from A Link to the Past. However, I am getting hurt a lot in it, so I don't know. Maybe not. But the best thing to do is just use your Deku Leaf on it to stun it. You will do this kind of hard to avoid charge attack. You really just want to try to avoid it. Don't try to like counter it. Ooh, you can pull off parries. Those don't happen to me very often. The parries there. But yeah, just I don't know. There really isn't much to them. Once you get rid of the wings. Like, basically, his wings go away after you hit him a couple times, and then he just turns into a normal ground. God, I need to learn the names of the enemies in this game. I'm surprised how little I know about them. And this game does have a lot of classic Zelda enemies in them, like Moblins and Rizrobes. Not to spoil, but yeah, I really do need to learn the enemy names a little bit better. So, of course, with that being a mini-boss fight, we get the main item of the dungeon right here. And it happens to be my favorite Zelda item, the Boomerang, and it's pretty standard in this game, and It's just the way I like it. Reason why the boomerang's always been my favorite item in the Zelda games, just because, you know, it doesn't have like a limit on the ammo you can use. You can throw it as many times as you want, and it's, you know, it's good for stunning enemies and just kind of aiding you in combat. And it's also good for like looking ahead, and I don't know, it's just such a useful tool. Now this game, the boomerang this is the first time the boomerang has ever really had this function, and it has this ability where you can aim it at multiple targets and lock onto them. You can lock onto as many as 5 targets. Unfortunately, in this game, as opposed to Twilight Princess, because it pretty much had this function in Twilight Princess as well, it'll lock onto the targets automatically as you move your cursor along them, whereas with Twilight Princess you had to press the B button to actually lock onto targets. But yeah, as you can see right there, it makes these PHAs a lot easier to take out now, as opposed to using the Deku Leaf. The Deku Leaf was really starting to piss me off because of how slow it is. So yeah, getting through this dungeon is going to be a lot easier. Now with the boomerang, we can get rid of those flowers that block the doors a lot better. So now we can access a whole lot more, because, you know, along the way we've seen plenty of doors that have flowers on them that we couldn't get rid of before we got the boomerang, but now the boomerang we can do that. I don't know why I'm talking so fast. What the hell's with me right now? Ugh. I don't know if it's Sierra Mist that does this to me, because every time I drink Sierra Mist, I really just, I don't know, I get really jittery. Sierra Mist was not the best choice of a soda. I mean, it tastes good, but it doesn't have any caffeine in it. And I mean, you know, to be truthful, I'm trying to get away from caffeine. I'm really trying to stop drinking soda. Actually, well, not so much getting away from caffeine, but I don't know, I'm trying to get away from drinking caffeine, like, you know, regularly, like drinking soda regularly. I'm gonna try to start drinking more coffee, even though I hate the taste of it. But, you know, like, only drinking coffee to, like, in the morning to get my day started. And that's pretty much it, because I drink soda all the time. And, you know, that's what I usually use in the morning to get my day started, is, you know, a Pepsi or a Coke in the morning or something like that. Which, you know, is fine if you're just gonna drink it to get your day started, but if you drink it, like, all the time, it's starting to become a health problem for me, and I really need to stop with that. So I decided to get Sierra Mist, because it doesn't have caffeine, but I don't know. I'm not sure about Sierra Mist right now. It's kind of making me a little... I guess because does it have a lot more sugar than other soda? Because it seems like it does. It tastes a lot sweeter, and I don't know. It seems to have a lot of sugar in it, and it's making me kind of jittery. But enough about that. Let's get back to talking about Wind Waker, shall we? I know there's at least one door in this middle area that has a flower. Oh, I think I see it down there on the bottom, but I want to see what's over here first. There's one door in this room that has flowers on it that we can throw a boomerang at. Oh, actually, there's a couple things we can throw a boomerang at in this room. But I'll take care of this first. Yeah, this is definitely like the main room of the dungeon. I have a feeling that this room isn't even necessary. Just because, like, there's two different places that we can go to right now. Now that we have the boomerang, but I don't know, like, if it's a certain order that we can do it in. I mean, from this point on, I'm kind of just playing it by ear again. Like, you know, I basically practiced this part, like this dungeon, up to where you get the boomerang, and then I just stopped. So, just to get myself started. I don't know what that does. Probably just gets crap that I'm gonna open. I don't remember if you get heart pieces in the dungeons. I can never recall ever getting a heart piece in the dungeons, so I don't think we even need to worry about that. I know I had a little bit of trouble with that in Twilight Princess. As far I remember in the second dungeon, I accidentally picked up a heart piece. Oh wow, this leads to the boss door. Okay, this is actually pretty important. But well, yeah, there's really nothing else here. So yeah, we didn't have to come here. But I guess it's nice to get out of the way. We have the warp pod to the boss door here. I want to figure out how to actually undo that. I guess you just take a stick and light it on fire. I don't think you can throw the boomerang through fire. I don't think you ever could do that. That'd be a pretty nice thing. Oh no, wait. Hold on. Oh no, I think I'm thinking of the DS game, so you can do that. Let me just try it, just for the hell of it. Nah, screw it. That's the thing about the boomerang in this game, is whenever you throw it in first-person mode, it does go, like, at an arc, I guess you can say, or at an angle. In other words, it doesn't go straight whenever you throw it from first person, whereas if you lock on and throw it, it goes... Well, I guess you have to be locked onto an enemy or a target or something. Whenever you're locked onto something and you're throwing the boomerang, it'll go straight, which is what I like about it. Anyway, I'm going to end this video off right here, and next time on Wind Waker, we will climb up this middle room and do something else with the use of the boomerang to allow us to progress through the dungeon. So, I will see you guys next time.